Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do you want to know who makes the decisions in Ukraine? I will tell you two names, exactly two names. And those names are revealed by none other than Klitschko, Vitaly Klitschko, the mayor of Kiev, the Germans' boy. Zelensky is the Americans' boy, or maybe some others too. I have here an article that Klitschko will reveal who's who, what's what, and says that there's two people in charge of Ukraine. Two. None of them is Zaluzny, General Zaluzny. All right. Oh, ooh, balloons. Probably because of the victory sign, too. So anyway, I have here an article with the revelation, and I have a ton of people just to show you who's who, what's what. I will make no connection between all these guys, but I will just uncover the truth. You shouldn't be angry with that. On the contrary, you should be proud of the truth if you did good things. Correct? Correct. Remember, a victim cannot have power. That's why you're a victim. Don't think it's too much. Blah, blah, blah. If you don't have power, then you are the perpetual victim. If you have power, you can't be the perpetual victim. On the contrary, some others can be. All right, you think about it. Let's go to this article coming from Semaphore. It is from December 5, 2023. Now, the title is sneaky and unimportant. But from this title, from this article, we're going to find out who those in charge of Ukraine are, the two of them. Remember, these guys give you an information in articles that you don't look for it, but you find it, that was supposed to be given to you in another article that specifically dealt with the issue. In this case, divisions and rivalry over Ukraine war plague Zelensky. Well, that's not why I picked this one. Is this right here. This right here. Senior politicians are publicly expressing their frustration with Zelensky's leadership and voicing concerns of authoritarianism. And I'm quoting, "At some point, we will no longer be any different from Russia, where everything depends on the mood of a single man." Kiev Mayor Vitaly Klitschko told German outlet Der Spiegel, "Politics in Ukraine have become something of a, quote-unquote, one-man show." Der Spiegel notes, "Something that irks opposition politician Oleksiy Honcharenko." And I'm quoting Honcharenko. And actually, he is going to tell us there's more than one. There are exactly two people in Ukraine who make all the decisions, exactly two, he said, referring to Zelensky and the head of his presidential office, Andrei Yermak. And here we have a problem with Zaluzny having 98% approval rating. That's the problem for Zelensky. If we defend democracy over there. Klitschko also said in the same interview that we can't depend on one man's moods. He said the country is led by one man's moods, actually. So remember, this is coming from Semaphore. They cite sources, Der Spiegel. Now let me show you some pictures and who's who, what's what. Nothing wrong with that. Remember Yermak, and we have Zelensky. Oh, first picture. Here is Yermak. We don't see him, but we know who the other person is. The other one is Victoria Nuland. Remember Victoria Nuland? Yeah, she was involved in 2013, 2014 Ukraine beautiful click revolution. Nothing wrong with that. She's embracing him so deep because they both, Victoria Nuland, right? She is born to this. Nothing wrong with that. This is Victoria Nuland, okay? Now, and Yermak, This guy, born, his father is the same as Victoria Nuland. Just a coincidence, remember, just a coincidence. But now we have Victoria Nuland. This is Victoria Nuland, right there. I picked this picture specifically for you. I couldn't find a better one. So here, and now Yermak. I want to show you Yermak. Yermak reminds me, right here, this is Yermak, the guy, the second guy, this is in charge. This reminds me of another guy. I'm going to show you another picture of him. Right here. You know who this guy is? You know who this guy is? So this guy is Yermak, and this is Mr. Weinstein. Yeah, that guy. This is Weinstein, the guy, and he's Jewish too. Just a coincidence. But to me, they look very similar. I don't know about you guys, but to me, look very similar. Look at the pictures. But anyway, and then we have the other leader, correct? And I like this picture regarding the leader, who is right here. And we know that he is born right here, right? We know that he is born in a Jewish family. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3. Nothing wrong with that, just a coincidence. And I like this picture a lot of the commander-in-chief. I love this picture. I would frame it. All right, I put a sticker on my car. Oh wait, I have like 5 already with Zelensky everywhere. Just kidding, obviously. So this, and definitely I like this one as well. Now this, who know who this guy is right here? This guy with this guy, right? This guy is Reznikov. He's also Jewish, by the way. It's just a coincidence. He was appointed by this guy defense minister of the Ukrainian nation. He was fired because he screwed up on the job. But you know what? Well, I didn't hear anything about him being indicted of any crime. Just dismissed. So let's say I work for a company and I'm dismissed because there's corruption. And possibly I did something and the company lost, I don't know, billions of dollars. And I don't know where the money is. Don't you think that I should be investigated? At least. I haven't heard of Reznikov at all. Why is that? I can only guess. Probably he's counting his money somewhere. Anyway, that's one. So there's 2 people. Yermak, that Weinstein guy. That's I'm going to call him Weinstein. And the other one is Zelensky Stein. Interesting, right? Zhmihal, another Zelensky Stein, is not in charge. I suspect that Zhmihal would end up at the World Bank or at International Monetary Bank. No, IMF. Fund. International Monetary Fund. That's where he's going to end up, in one of those 2 locations. Or maybe JP Morgan, or maybe Sachs, Goldman Sachs. Another Zelensky sign. Remember, there's no power. There's no power. It's just a coincidence. As if you remember that sketch by Dave Chappelle at Saturday Night Show. I placed that. I made a video on that where it talks about if there's a gathering of a black people, there's a gang. If it's a gathering of a Italian people, that's a mafia. But if it's a gathering or a group of Jews, a coincidence. The same I say. I don't say anything else. So anyway, my friends, 2 in charge. What do you think will happen to Zaluzny? Zaluzny is Ukrainian, last time I checked. Ukrainian, like born in a Ukrainian family, actually. All right, my friends, that's it. At least we find out who's in charge. These guys are the intermediaries. They make the decisions, but there are others who pull the strings. We'll find out how much those guys who help them will have, how much power and control we have over these guys, because these guys are going to go either rogue, but I think they know that if they go rogue, they end up like, what's his name? Gaddafi from Libya. Therefore, they're just going to get their bags of money and gold, go and retire to Tahiti or something with armed guards. That could potentially take care of them if someone else pays them more. That's how it works. All right, my friends, this is it. Now we know who's in charge. 2 guys. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.